Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Kamam Yolanda Rachel Scan. Today I've decided to just share a story. I hope play video I'm gonna listen to it before I post it. But I've decided to share a story of my life of something that happened. Um because as you know, whoever has been on my channel before should know that I am all about sharing life's journey. Let me get closer. That I'm all about sharing life's journey and what happens and things like that. So, yeah. Last, no, 2026 was hope. As I'm recording this, it's probably, no date, it's, let me look at the date. Yeah. 18th of January. As I'm recording this, is the 18th of January. Anyway, 2026. So, this happened in 2024. Situation that happened to me, I am busy minding my own business. I was coming from a travel job. So when we are from this travel job, I decide with my brother and his girlfriend, Mana, let's go hang out, let's go chill somewhere, have a beer. This is like after 3 weeks of not being home. It's funny, I'm recording this while 3 weeks away from home for work again. But anyway, so fine, I come back. I go with my brother and his girlfriend to this place to have a beer. This place is close to where I stayed. We get there, sharp away. We're chilling outside. We're chilling outside, and then I'm probably sitting on top of a crate, le beer, like in don't to case, and then my brother's girlfriend is also sitting on something, and then my brother was sitting on a bench stool. And then we're sitting in a corner somewhere. This old man, I'll probably say his name eventually, but I don't feel like it now. This old man tries to get my attention. Like, he's like, yo, but firstly, I'm not looking his direction, so I couldn't see him, but I heard his voice and the statement, the calling that he's making. But I ignored because obviously you don't talk to me like that. But because my brother was facing his direction, he then my brother relays a message by I'm like, but don't even bother. If this person is gonna talk to me like this, might as well not talk to me at all. No stress. We chill, we mind our own business, like we continue doing what we're doing, we're having our beer, like so relaxing. It's my off day this time. I had traveled the day before, and then after travel you have an off day, and then we're going to work now on Sunday because we traveled on Friday. We had Saturday off and we work my Sunday. So this is the Saturday. No stress. We're chilling. We're having a beer, and my brother's girlfriend says, "Come, don't cup, come." Sharp. We both get up. We go. 10-1. Must forget toilets are linda. Okay, Z2. There's a female one. There's a male one. Sharp. The female one has like it's the door. Okay, let me make an example with this doorway. So the door is that size, yeah, and then this gap. You see how big the door is. This gap is the gap that was on the door, like a hole in the wall. So obviously don't go to that toilet, we go to the male toilet because it was closed. But we go in, she goes in, she sits down, I go in behind her, I stand, I hold the door. Pity, that old man, that same old man who was trying to get my attention earlier is now trying to push the door here. How do we know this? He comes, he pushes, we're inside, and I'm standing by the door, holding the door. My brother's girlfriend sitting down. From now on, I'm gonna say my sister because it's too long and we like sisters now. So my sister is sitting down, like, hi, and I'm also looking, hi, what's going on? And then this nigga's like offering us a towel. And we're like, no, we don't need a towel, we have toilet paper. Keeps pushing the door from outside. I keep pushing the door from inside. The other one is sitting here. Sharp. Pushes. We see this towel because now he's trying to like push it through the door. If you want to use the towel, and we're like, no, we have toilet paper. And then he's like, no, but rather use this towel. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you, nigga? But anyway, push. Eventually walks away. Sharp. Have you seen my nails? But anyway, sharp. He walks away. We finish. Oh, she finishes. Now I sit up here, and then we walk out together. Now I'm walking in front. She's walking behind me. Mang Puma. This nigga is now sitting in the way out. Mas Puma as we're leaving, going outside. And then he's sitting down wearing like, I don't know if it's a coat or whatever, but it has an outside pocket. So I see this towel that has been pushing by the door. And there's the bad bitch that I can be sometimes. I'm like, I pick it out. I'm like, what the fuck is this towel that you want us to wipe out genitals with? And then I walk away, I throw it outside, and I sit down. What does this man do? Men with their audacity. He follows. Nemos now. He's following, he's shouting, he's cursing and everything. I walk out, I sit down, and then he's continue a Twikis. And then my brother, the same one who relayed a message, this man is calling you, now sees him walking. He doesn't know almost what's happening because he wasn't inside. This nigga literally walks up to me. I wish I could insert a picture right now and show you the hairstyle that I had, but I'll try to make it to the screen. I don't know. I'll add the pictures somewhere. He stands behind me. I'm sitting now, stands behind me. After shouting, I had what do you call it? It's not a straight back because it's straight back. I guess it's straight front. I don't know because it's traveling down, and then see so it's plaits, and then when it gets here, we did that curly thing that makes the hair round. I had that in my head. This man comes behind me, stands, and then pulls those round things. Now I'm shocked. I feel like I just had a wax. I fall to the ground because now you're pulling my hair, nigga. You're pulling my hair. Anyway, so not talking. And then I get up and then I don't know, like, you know, when you're a person like me, sometimes things just hit you differently. Like they hit you spiritually. Like for me, it was like, just pick up your hair. I literally went, picked up my hair, and then walked home. My mom was sleeping. I'm drunk. Well, I'm not drunk at this point. Like, I'm upset. I was drinking. I was tipsy. We had like 2 beers by then. And there's like, we're chilling. We're having a nice Saturday. Obviously, we're having a chilled Saturday because obviously I'm working tomorrow. But landmass poli. So I go home, wake up my mom. I'm like, Mama, this man just assaulted me. And can you wake up? I need you to take me to the police station. But now I'm telling my mom that the reason I'm really insisting on telling my mom everything because my mom would tell me about how much this man wanted to be my mom's boyfriend. So now, for this man now to be making on me, okay, he was trying to make on me earlier, but for him to be assaulting me like this, the same nigga who wanted to was trying to be my stepfather. Like, the reason I actually would talk to this nigga sometimes is because he would make jokingly say, when mama call, oh god, since I saw her, I wanted her, like, girl, no, and then we laugh about that. And then when I spoke to mom about it, my mom was like, this nigga's trifling because this nigga, it was him and his brother both wanted me at the same time when they saw me move. Because my mom bought a house in this area that they live in. So he's like, these two niggas, two brothers, niggas wanted me, both of them. Now, I was like, these guys are playing, so I'm not gonna say yes to any of them. So now I'm thinking, this same nigga that wanted my mom and was rejected by my mom was trying to firstly get my attention. Sharp. Secondly, now when you don't get my attention and when you don't get into the toilet that I'm peeing at, well, my sister is peeing at, you now being violent. Why? So I tell my mom. And then my mom gets she wakes up, she gets into the car now. I'm like, I've been arrested for drunken driving. I didn't want that. I know how it feels. That's the first reason I woke up my mom was to tell her what's happening. The second reason now I woke her up because I wanted to drive us to the police station. My mom wakes up, gets dressed, we get into the car, we're driving to the police station. I'm like, firstly, come Mr. Up, which is this place that this man assaulted me. We stop the car. We get inside. I get inside with my mom. I'm like, Mama, now cook. Because I don't know his name that time. That's that. I say, hey, look, what is this on my screen? Mazinjiba is that nigga. Tall ass nigga. Singing. Don't call me so mama IT. And then mom gets upset because it's like, you nigga trying to I'm like, Mama, myeke. Go to the police station, we open a case. And the thing about police as South Africa, they will never take you serious. They will never take you serious. They will never like they're just there, police statement, like nobody like cares. So fine, I get to the police station, I open a case, sharp, no stress. Get a case number, sharp, no stress. Now, I think by the time I'm at the police station, I've already found out the names of this nigga. But there was a time I went to his mother and I asked her, Bana. And umama I was dating this guy at some point. He was my ex by that time. But this guy, he is this starter guys Mchana. He doesn't just look like family ties means. So ex-boyfriend knew this guy. So he knew his mother, he knew where to like the ex-boyfriend gave me his information in a way. But I had to go find out his information by myself at the same time because he was like, I know his mother. His mother is this woman. So now I had to go to his mother and say, Mama, your son did this to me. This time, this man is in his 50s. So disgusting. Probably 60s even. Because my mom. Anyway, so I'm like, I get the information, I open the case, and then I go to work on Sunday. But now, because not all of my hair was pulled out, I wear a beanie to work, like was in a frills. They were still on. Well, they actually still on now, but like they were very on at that time. If you get cotton, wool, crochet hats. So I was wearing my crochet hats, trying to like cover one, and then I spoke to my line producer. It's amazing to have women who are for women, because as much as like she was a female producer, a black female producer, I think she was also a girl's girl, because at that time she stood up for me as a woman, not as my manager, my producer. She was there for me as like a girl to girl situation, because we had a conversation. The thing about this whole thing is that I think about to turn 30 when this assault happened. And I was doing all my favorite hairstyles that I wanted to do before my 30th birthday, because when I turn 30, I'm planning to cut my hair. No, actually, I was not 30. It was 31st type of thing. It was a plan for my 31st. So, for this now to happen, because of a man's audacity. Now I had to go bold just because a man had the audacity. Pissed me off. I think it pissed me off the most. Because I'm like, okay, Sharp, I did throw your towel in the street. You could have slapped me. You decided to pull my hair. Now you crossed the line. You crossed a crazy line. Anyway, so I go, my line producer tells me to go home. To go deal. So I do that. Go back home. Now on my way home, I go to the police station. And the reason I remember it was not my 30th, it was my 31st, is I already had the car that I have. And I bought that car for my 30th birthday. So I drive, I go to the police station. The police station, they're like, no, don't worry, just... Because I then went to ask them, sure, what do I do with this hair? Do I cut my hair? Do I go to forensics? What happens? Like, is anybody gonna take pictures before I cut it? Because now I have to go bold. I'm no choice. They're like, no, you can cut your hair. The investigation officer that I met at the time was like, no, you can cut your hair, it's fine. You open the case, it's all good. Sharp. I get home, I'm like, take a few pictures with my phone, and then I go to the barber, cut my hair. No stress. That was also like its own emotional thing. But at this point, we're just going with the flow of things. Like, we don't have a choice. Because what else could I have done? What else could I have done? Sharp. Now, it's Monday. Oh, no, it's Sunday now. After all the morning missions, I get on my day one. Monday comes. Now I keep trying to call the cops to say, what's happening? There's no update. I open a case against somebody. What happens after this? I think those niggas thought in the 20 week. I think they were trying to deal with this case the same way they deal with cell phone cases, where someone says, okay, belwe phone, and then they open a case against whoever, and then it's over. Because if only be go claim insurance. I think they dealt with it like that. They didn't give a fuck, these niggas. I had to keep calling them to a point that now I googled in number your station commander, and I was talking to the station commander who WhatsApp, because I googled the number, I called, and then he was not available. I asked him for him to call me back. He called me back. When he called me, and I saved the number back, because he called me with his phone. Saved his number. Now I'm texting this nigga on WhatsApp. I'm like, dude, like, why does it seem like nobody gives a fuck about the fact that I've been assaulted? Okay. It becomes a back and forth between me and him, and he is also updating me on what's happening. And then apparently, because now my ex-boyfriend was someone who I was communicating with, and I was holding him accountable as well. That, why are you not willing to fight for me? Why are you allowing this to happen to me when you know this person? You can take the police and take them to this person. Why now must I not be at work for me to show this police? When Ukona, you know, it's your uncle. It's your uncle, bruh. Your uncle assaulted me. Yeah. So eventually, Shamo guy came to the table. The police also came. Everyone came to the table when I was going berserk. I was going crazy. Like, I fought, not physically, but I was fighting. Bana. So nitini, so like, how am I living my life normally when this man pulled my fucking hair from my scalp? So my fighting then got them, everyone willing in eventually to fight. We go to court. Eventually, after all this fighting and searching that I did, he took himself to the police station and actually the police called me. They were like, you're talking about Usenli? No, Usenli Semazi. No, don't worry. We know who you're talking about. Because initially they didn't know who he is, because until Ustata. So eventually I'm talking to the cops now. I'm at work. I also need to work. I need to make money. Now I get paid for getting to work. If I don't go to work, I don't get paid. There's no such thing as putting sick leave, putting family. What wanna do? I'm doing story time.
I can see. As I said, I don't want to disturb you, but I'm hungry.
Eat, girl. Anyway, so Mina, where was I? What was I saying before you disturbed me?
Okay, last time disturbing you. The bread. You were talking the bread.
Which one is the chicken? No?
Mm-hmm.
This is double biryani. This is chicken.
You were talking about how you get paid.
Yes, I have to get to work to get paid. I don't just not get paid. So fine. Now eventually these cops call me. They're like, no, we know this nigga that you're talking about. Don't worry, we're gonna get him. We got him. Something like that. Now, apparently, according to the court, this nigga went to the police by himself. I don't know. But obviously, he went there by himself after he's been searched for. But whatever happened, I'm happy he went sharp. Because, okay, sharp it goes, no stress. We keep it moving. Now we have to go to court. We have to go to court, ne? Get to court. Firstly, he goes to court on his own. Now they call me, they tell me, okay, sharp. No, he's going to court, but now it's not about the case, it's about all the other cases that he's had. They're just trying to evaluate this man's criminal record. So when don't worry. We'll tell you when it's your time. On top of that, I'm also chatting with the station commander. The station commander is telling me, not the station, the station commander is telling me, listen, you don't know the law. You don't know how things go. When you just need to now wait. I was like, okay, sharp. Wait is what I'm going to do. I waited. Yeah, when my popcorn, I'm finishing this whole thing. So I wait. It's fine. No stress. Eventually, I go to court. There was a time where I was told to just chill because apparently he's pleading guilty. And then I get called into court before the whole trial begins, on the day of the trial. I get called into court by two police, a police and a prosecutor. Now, court 3, we ended up moving. Our case started go court 3. I think I'm going to end the story at 30 and figure it out. Now, we go to court. We get there. Aska bizwa by the judge. Sibizwa by a police and a what do you call it, a prosecutor. This nigga doesn't have still more audacity. He tells the cop, the reason they're calling me aside because they're telling me because I was upset. This is after the case was opened. He went and opened a case against me for slapping him after. That's why they're calling me now to ask me, is this true? Oh, I lost it. Oh, I lost it. I'm like, excuse my language. Because I feel like what he's saying now is something he dealt with someone else. Because he was talking about dreads. I don't have dreadlocks. I cut my dreadlocks a long time ago. Even before this whole thing, I didn't have dreadlocks. So now he's like, he pulled my dreads, and then after pulling my thread, so now I'm like, you're talking about someone else you assaulted, but it wasn't me. But clearly when I'm busy, assault everywhere you go. Now it's someone on the threads. And I think I know that person on the threads that he's talking about because it's my friend. Well, my used to be friend. So sometimes I see Tanisha a lot because she had dreadlocks and then I'm natural hair. So people would always be Tanisha as. So clearly, while or during him assaulting me, he also assaulted her. Now he's mixing his 6s and 9s. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop it there for now. It's a lot.